Hello Watch fam, I hope you're all very well. Shall I even say hello Watch aficionados, like I used to in my old videos from a few years ago when you could buy a Rolex in your own local AD. But I hope you're all really well. Again, I say it for the third time. It's been such a long time since I last posted. In fact, I recorded a video a few weeks ago, but for some reason it was a bit of a mishmash. I think I was just out of practice for doing videos, or maybe not doing videos. I think I was just out of practice in terms of gathering my thoughts. So I didn't post it. I watched it a few times. I thought this will go through the guys on the channel, that they will like it, but you know, it just didn't pass my test. Ultimately, I am my own biggest critic most of the time. You know, I've got the video somewhere in my phone, as it was a phone video. Maybe I'll post it sometime. But anyway, so before I crack on, what am I wearing today? Wearing the 16600 V Series 2008 Sea Dweller. Funnily enough, bit of information I didn't know about this watch. This is a V Series, and there were apparently only 150 last series V Series Sea Dwellers produced by Rolex in 2008. It was their last series of this particular watch before it was discontinued. I knew it was the last series, so I never really knew how many there were produced. I just knew it was like the last one. You know, everyone wants the last one. But apparently only 150 were produced of these. So I look at this watch now like, wow, you're even cooler than I thought you were. You know, it's in such pristine condition. I don't know. I wear it a lot. I wear it most of the time as my only watch, like my only watch. But you know, it hasn't really got anything. I mean, the bracelet's got a few little marks here, but something that would polish out. You wouldn't even really need to. But in terms of full on at front, perfect condition. Anyway, so what's brought me to record my first video at 9 p.m, or it's like 9:20 p.m. where I am. I've never recorded a video in the evening. I've always left it till the daytime. I've always felt the daytime gives me best light in case I, you know, showcase a watch, and obviously it's daytime. You know, you're awake and you know, you find a moment to record something. But what's made me kind of record now? I don't know. I've got a bit of a quiet evening, to be honest with you. I think something up with the TV, which means I can't watch the TV for tonight. Which means no Netflix. Which means I'm going to have to fill my time in another way. So before I start reading a book, or the 10 pages of the book that I will read, I'll get a video out. But what did I do today? Well, today I went to Dubai Mall. I'll come clean. The last sort of 6 weeks, this is like an AA visit, isn't it? It's like, hi, my name's Michael. I'm a watchaholic. So I'll come clean. I went to Dubai Mall and I was looking at watches. But I've been looking at watches the last few months. I want to buy something. I've totally lost like a lot of my care or respect that I had for Rolex. I mean, don't get me wrong, they're great. They make great watches. They're awesome watches. Everything about them is so great. But in terms of the people who we're competing with now, the true watch aficionados, in terms of the people we're competing now to get these watches, I was in Dubai Mall today, the largest shopping mall in the world. I saw so many people wearing subs. I saw so many people wearing two-tone Daytonas. I saw people wearing Yachtmasters, Yachtmaster 2s, I think, the boat. You know, it was one of those days. I think it might have just been a day where you're just a bit tired, you're a bit ratty. I just thought, what is it all about? I mean, this chase. Now, I popped into Rolex because I've been interested in Tudor. I want to buy a Tudor watch, my first Tudor watch. I won't go into the details yet of which particular one. I was speaking to the lady, and she's obviously worked in Rolex for a few years now. She was very well versed on the history of Rolex in terms of how it used to sell. So I assume she worked there for a few years. She was a nice lady, and we got talking about the Green Sub, Hulk, Kermit, all that sort of stuff. Excuse me. Massive tea. I had a heavy dinner. By dinner I mean I had a Burger King. Terrible. Green tea, peppermint, or whatever I'm drinking now. So she was a nice lady, and she said that they get about 13 to 15 Kermits a month in this particular AD here in Dubai. Most people will guess the AD. But they've got 5,000 people on the waiting list. And she just said, look, it's an absolute mess. I mean, 5,000 people are on the waiting list for a Kermit, the new one, the 41. And they get 13 to 15 a month allocated to them. Just do the maths. I mean, it's not happening. No wonder the grey market is going crazy. I've got a Kermit. It sits at home. It does nothing. And I don't wear it. I mean, I'll probably sell it next year or something. I don't know. For now, I've got this. You know, I got the Kermit just because I could. But it's just a funny little world, you know. We were looking at Rolex's 2016 to 2015. I mean, she was telling me that they used to push people to buy Daytonas. She remembers the years when they used to push people, try and shoehorn them in to buying stainless steel Daytonas, but pre-ceramic. They used to force people to buy OPs. Like, what's happening with the OPs now? With these rainbow Frutella colors, whatever they brought out. Madness. These people, in my opinion, have been bitten by the Bitcoin bug of the watch world. And you think to yourself, well, when's it going to end? Like, there's a swarm of bees coming. I mean, we've really rattled the nest. I mean, it'll settle down. I don't think it will. You know, people say, oh, the bubble will burst. I don't think it will, because once you activate that instinct in the millions of people around the world, or just in humans in general, of you have to get this because it's difficult to get. Once you activate that instinct, it doesn't just switch off. Even during small dips, it doesn't, because then there's other people who swoop in and go, oh, it's a small dip now, I'll buy 10 of those. It just doesn't. People were expecting at the start of COVID in 2020 the watch world to just, you know, be dismantled, people selling 30-40% off. There were admittedly a few quick sells. I saw it online. I bought one or two just to, you know, keep them and sell them. I mean, I remember there was one I missed. It was a Batman being sold for, it was a 2015 Batman, you know, full set, and they wanted £8,300. You know, I took a day to think about that, and then that day was finished. I mean, I spoke to the person even. They said, sure, let's meet. And I don't know what I did that day. I think I prioritized the gym workout before meeting them, and that was it. That gym workout cost me that watch. But hey, I mean, it's just all going crazy. So yeah, I mean, listen, I just started the video with Rolex just because it's so fresh in me, the feeling and everything. Like after today's visit to Dubai Mall and just having a chat with a lady, she even thought people are crazy buying these OPs. I said, listen, is there any chance I can pick up a Datejust 41 rhodium fluted bezel? You know, I'm not looking at anything fancy. Obviously, it's a waitlist product. I refuse to be on a waitlist for that watch. I mean, you know, I'll wait a month or two, then I just don't care. I just don't think it's a waitlist. It's a product worthy of waitlist, in my opinion. The fact that the market's made it that way, well, you know, I'll just let the market sort itself out, and I'll focus on my other stuff. If I have to buy watches abroad, then I will. I've had more luck buying watches like a sniper from abroad through networks than I have here in the country I live in. So saying that, I know one guy. He knows who he is when he watches this video. I know one guy from the gym. He's a local guy, and he got the new sub date in 2 weeks. 2 weeks. because he's a local and he works for a local here in Dubai means someone who is of local nationality. So, and if you're a local, coupled with you working for a government entity, they have privileges, internal privileges, whereby they can just send an email to Rolex via I think the government intranet or whatever portal, internal portal, whatever you call it. You send an email to Rolex and they'll allocate you the watch and you'll get it up to a month. He got it within 2 weeks. A 41mm black Submariner date. It was funny. He was a really nice guy. I mean, we've been training in the same gym for a number of, probably a couple of years now. It was only recently he said, "Do you do YouTube videos?" I said, "Yeah, I do YouTube videos." He's like, "Yeah, I just bought my first Rolex," and it was just nice. It was just nice. We had a friendly chat, and obviously I wanted to know the intricacies of how he acquired the watch. But anyway, listen, I'm not gonna. How many minutes? That's 11 minutes of Rolex already. 11 minutes of Rolex already. All right, time to move on to what I've been thinking about watches, what I've been thinking about buying. Okay, for the last 2 months, I've been thinking about buying 3 watches. First one, I'm going to leave the last one as the wild card, just so everyone's jaws drop and go, "You're an idiot, I'm not watching you on YouTube anymore." But first one I wanted to buy is the Seiko Captain Willard, the new sort of reissue, but the blue one. It's a limited edition. They say limited, but it's 5,500 units, so limited of 5,500 units. But maybe that will mean something in 20 years, I don't know, but I just really like it. My only small issue with it is that it's got a hefty case on it, but the bracelet is 20 mil, and it's nice. I mean, I like it. That's not what's stopping me from buying that Seiko, the SPB 183, for anyone who wants to Google it. SPB, Sierra Papa Bravo 183. It's based on the SPB 151 and 153. I really like it. It's just a nice watch. Just what they've done with the sapphire crystal, the distortion on the sides, the blue. It's like a sunburst blue as well. The case is obviously polished very, very well by some special Zaratsu technique or whatever they call it in Japan. You know, not totally differently compared to like a typical SRP turtle or whatever. It's just a very, very, very nice watch. You know, it's 42.7 millimeters, so it's good for me. It could be a little bit bigger. Maybe if it was 43.5, 44, 42.7. I mean, saying that, I'm wearing a 40mm Rolex, but I don't know, those cushion case Seikos, they wear smaller. You know, 44 looks like 42. It's strange. Okay, so that's one watch I want. The only thing I have trouble is parting with 1,000 or 1,100 pounds for that Seiko. I don't know if I can do that yet. I've eased myself into Seiko. I've got the SKX 009. I've got the SRP 777. I've eased my way in. You know, I started with the whole $300 watch or whatever it was, or $200 watch. Then I went to the $300 watch, and now suddenly jumping to a $1,300 watch or Seiko. I don't know. I mean, I know it's got the different movements, 6R, 35, whatever they call it, and you know the hands. I'm a sucker for that second hand on the new Captain Willard. It's such a nice second hand. I love the square indices, the square markers on a round face. I love square markers on a round face. It just looks so nice. There's so many things I like about this watch. In time, I'm just gonna have to maybe, you know, see if I can get a discount, but I can't because these ones aren't discounted. I can't get them. I can't get them to shift, and a shift on the price. Plus, they look so nice. They come with this blue silicone strap. It looks awesome on it. Anyway, that's one watch. And I'm not cross-shopping watches here. These are just watches I want to acquire. I'm just deciding which one I'm gonna buy first. Second watch is work that Burger King down. That's it. Second watch is the Tudor Black Bay Bronze, the slate grey dial. I like this watch. This watch I wanted from the very first time I saw it when it was launched. When I saw pictures of it, I just knew I wanted that watch. It looks fantastic. I just like it. I can get it for a good price. I can get it with a discount. You know, it retains value. It will retain 70-80% value. That's fine for me. Just the design of it, the bronze, the patina that will happen due to me. I want to only buy this watch new. I don't want to buy it second hand. I can buy it second hand for about 20% off, but I don't want to. I want to know that this watch has patinaed from me, the way I've worn it, the oils in my skin, my sweat, all that sort of stuff. It's important to me. It's not a very expensive watch, so just spend the extra $300 and get it new, right? Or $400, just get it new and whatever. I think it's just so nice. You know, the movement, 70-hour power reserve, the color of it, the dial, you know, the outer edges are dark and the inside of the dial is lighter gray. The numbers on it, you know, I mean, there are so many things I like about it. It's a waterproof watch, but it doesn't really come with any waterproof things with it. So you've got the NATO strap it comes on, and you've got a brushed leather strap it comes with, the black grey bronze. Neither of those are really for water, so it's waterproof, but you're not really going to swim in it. I mean, the NATO is going to dry badly over time. That leather is not going to do well. So if I am going to get the black grey bronze, which I think I definitely am. I was meant to get it today, but there was bad traffic to go to Dubai Mall again. I went earlier today, and then by the time I wanted to go again, it was just terrible traffic. But if I was to get a black bay bronze, I would put it on a black strap, a black rubber strap, either from Rubber B or Everest. I'd get a black rubber strap for the black bay bronze. I think it looked really nice. So that's the second watch that I really want to buy. The third watch I want to buy, the wild card, is the Tudor P01. It's so different to all the bullshit out there. That's the number one reason I really like it. It's so different to all the stuff out there. I mean, where are the real watch people? Can you put your hands up? Where are the real watch people? Time on your wrist people, where are they? Because from where I'm sitting, it's just a bunch of people just wearing it, kind of counting the money in the head and how much it's going up, more than anything, more than I love this watch, how it, you know, all this sort of stuff. I'm seeing a lot of this. I'm seeing a lot of people with the right watches. I really am. But I am seeing a lot of people with the right watches, but whether these watches have the right owners, I don't know. I think that the owners, the watches, are owning them, as opposed to it being the other way around. So yeah, this is why I like the P01. Now the P01, obviously it was in a response to I think it was an RFP for the US military back in the 60s. There was a tender for some watches to be made or constructed by several brands, Tudor being one of them. I don't think Tudor passed the final round or whatever it must have been of the tender process. I think there were maybe 4 or 5 brands involved. Obviously Tudor did something really cool, but obviously, I mean, they market it as this is what they designed for the US military. That's one fact. Second fact is, well, the US military didn't take your design, so sell it to the public. I mean, this is the beauty of marketing. Marketing is everything. I mean, Tudor is all about marketing now. But I just think that the P01 is such a freaky watch that it will be discontinued in probably 2-3 years time max. It will be gone. It will be the C-Dweller 4000 of Tudor. You know, Tudor have already had some watches. What is it? The Black Bay 41, Qatar Foundation? No, Qatar, State of Qatar, that's it. Sorry, I used to work with Qatar Foundation. Popped into my head. You know, there are already a few watches that I really sought after. I just think the P01, it's like one of these late sleeper starters. I see more people are getting into it. It's just so different. And I was talking to a friend of mine, And we were just like talking about the P01. What does it mean to own a P01? I mean, if I'm in a restaurant and I see someone wearing a P01, I just want to talk to that person, you know? If I'm in a restaurant and I see someone wearing a Daytona, I don't really want to talk to you. I mean, I respect your watch, but yeah, it's cool. You know, that's a really good watch. But if you're wearing a P01, it's like, oh, whoa. Let's have a chat here. I just want to ask you about your watch choice here. You know, it's just one of those things. The P01 is, you're a watch person, right? You're a watch person. It's different. You appreciate design. You appreciate the engineering. Not to say you don't appreciate all that in Daytona subs and stuff like that. I'm just saying that, you know, in a sea of sheep, when you see something different, like a giraffe, which is what the P01 is, it's like a giraffe in a sea of sheep. It's like, well, this is interesting, you know? So I just think that the P01 will be an interesting watch for me to acquire, but also it kind of, if you put my Rolex head on, it kind of, I just know it will appreciate. I just know it will be discontinued, and I know there will be people going, I should have got it. I mean, it's got so much quirkiness and craziness about it that surely it deserves to be part of your, you know, watch collection. Maybe not your rotation, definitely your collection, if you're going to go down that route. So yeah, guys, I mean, I don't want to, I'm going to do another video next week, or maybe this week, but I wanted to introduce these kind of thoughts I've had recently. You know, it's now 9:40, so a good 20 minutes on the old video. Let me know in the comment section what your thoughts are. I mean, I'm curious to what your thoughts are on the Seiko Willard. Doesn't have to be the blue one, can be the black one. You know, the SPB 151, 153, 183. Let me know what your thoughts are on a Captain Willard. Let me know what your thoughts are on the Tudor bronzes. Black Bay bronze. I don't like the brown one, personally. If you've got the brown one, it's nice. You know, we've all got different tastes. I don't like it, it's not for me. And let me know your thoughts on the P01. You know, so this will be a Marmite. It's a Marmite watch. So let me know your thoughts, and let me know your thoughts on what I said in the beginning about Rolex and my thoughts and everything, and my little vent. So guys, listen. Let me know what your thoughts are. I look forward to reading some stuff in the comment section. I'm sure I'm going to buy one of these watches this month, by the end of this month. I'm just kind of thinking about which one I'm going to pull the trigger on first. It's something I like to take time on, because it makes it feel more special, you know. So thanks very much for listening, guys. Stay safe, and speak soon. Bye.